I'll be here for a minute if you want to chat. First time chatter, huh? Yeah, man. So basically what happened to me was I created the lucky number 13 thing. At some point I rebranded to Chuck Eternal. And then when I did that, I created the lucky number 13 thing as a bot kind of account. And then I kept playing as Chuck Eternal, and I also owned lucky number 13. This is several years ago. And then one day I moved over here. I switched. I got rid of my Apple account and started using Android and Windows exclusively, and I lost my access to lucky number 13, so it just kind of existed there as like a statue. So yeah, I basically lost the ability to sign in as lucky number 13, and every time I tried to like reset the password or regain control of it, it would send a text to my United States phone number, which I no longer had. So I just recently got back into the Apple world, and I got a new iPhone, and I started paying my iCloud subscription again. And lo and behold, there was a folder in iCloud called Lucky Number 13. And in it were my access codes to the email attached to the Lucky Number 13 account. So I was able to reset all of that without my old cell phone number. So I'm back with the Lucky Number 13 account. I got rid of the Chuck Eternal one. I mean, it still exists. It's like the Nobody Fresh account. Not sure what I want to do with that, if I even want to bother with it anymore. I followed a lot of people. It's weird. It has like, throughout the years, just a lot of people that followed me that like don't talk to me anymore. That for a while I was kind of on like a trajectory, like where every time I streamed, I had more viewers. And I was like, 10, 15 average. At one point there was like 20 average viewers, active chats and all that, and a lot of people followed me. And I took some time off, and then like a lot of those people, whether they forgot about me or saw my numbers drop, decided I wasn't worth their time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to lucky number 13, bring it back to the beginnings, keep it intimate, just keep it, the few people that I know, and hang around for all the best reasons. I could be wrong. I could be like just overinflating my importance, but it just kind of felt weird having like 400 followers, and every time I streamed it would go down, and it was just annoying the hell out of me. And so I'm thinking either those were like fake followers, bots, people that just don't care anymore, So I wanted to start over fresh. Nobody fresh. Oh, that's funny. The music I'm listening to has been flagged as AI. Tisk tisk. What does it say? Made with AI. Sounds or visuals. So the music, I don't think the music is AI. I think just this video is. Because it's just a moving wallpaper. I don't know. Any thoughts on Doom Revelations? I am glad you asked. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on it. It looks really good. I thought it was hilarious that my two favorite franchises are Doom and Final Fantasy. Both of them got an announcement. Both of them have the same subtitle. Revelation and Revelations. I think they need to swap, because Final Fantasy is supposed to be like the end of all the characters' stories. So that's like Revelations. And Doom is supposed to be like godlike and apocalyptic, which is the Book of Revelation. So they should swap. But yeah, I mean it looks good. Doom Revelations, I already bought it. I mean, I bought the deluxe Doom Dark Ages, so whenever it comes out, I have it. Unfortunately, it only seems to work on my it only works on my PC when I'm not streaming. When I stream, it stutters. So I played through the last one using my PS5. I might do the same thing again. I don't know. But for now, I'm just looking forward to it. Just excited, just for myself to have a new Doom. Maybe I'll just bring my laptop downstairs and just record it and put it on the YouTube or something. Not stream it, but I don't know. I gotta see. As far as the story goes, I'm not sure. I have no idea. The thing about Doom for me is like the story is cool. Like I don't hate the story, but also it's not what pulls me in. That's not what like when I'm playing Doom, I'm never just like, oh man, how is John Doom? Like how did he get his powers? How did this happen? Where is this? Who's this character? I just want you to make the nastiest, gnarliest, most sinister looking demons. Give me the most powerful, destructive, and like sick looking guns, and put me in a room with the demons and let's go, you know? I like this spear. I'm a huge fan of like lance weapons and spear weapons in video games. And the other thing that I noticed was there was what do you call it? There was a chain weapon that was similar to the old grappler that you had with Doom Eternal. So it looked like a lot of like flying and swinging around in the air combat. So I'm looking forward to that. I did enjoy that. But the thing about the Dark Ages was I did like how it was kind of similar to this, right? You're running around and strafing, and you're kind of like attached to the ground. Eternal was fun, but there was a lot of just like dancing, you know. A lot of the combat was very I don't even know what the word is. Very electric. It was very, you know, running around crazy. But I don't hate any of the Dooms. 2016, Eternal, Dark Ages, I loved them all. I had so much fun with them. The stories were okay. I mean, they were there. They were interesting. They weren't uninteresting. It's just not what I play Doom for, you know? And I know the guy that actually, you know, does the work, Hugo Martin, and Martin, it's funny, Hugo Martin and Martin something. They're like kind of the two big brains behind most of the Doom stuff. I know they were super passionate about it, and they kind of, they understand the assignment, you know. They're just like, I know like what this game needs to be, but also, you know, I'm writing this story just to have as like just to get you from A to B. There's a story in there too, you know. So I do like that. So they're definitely doing a great job with that. I look forward to it. As far as Final Fantasy goes, that was the other big announcement. At the end of Final Fantasy Rebirth, I had signed out. I was like, I hate Chadley. I hate the fact that Aerith dies, yet she's still walking around and talking to you. Like, that's not what death is supposed to be. Like, I felt zero sadness after that character died, because immediately in the next scene, she's sitting with us, talking to us. Like, what was that? You know, it meant nothing to me. So like, I was pretty mad about that. And I was just, and I didn't go back and finish all the side quests because Chadley sucks, and I hated Chadley. So in the new trailer, I saw 0 Chadley, I saw 0 Aerith, and I saw a whole lot of open world, which is kind of what, you know, anybody that played Final Fantasy VII, you remember, like, after Meteor is summoned, the world opens up and you can do whatever you want to do, right? You can go to all the cities, check everything out. There's still a lot of story left, right? Cloud falling into the life stream and like his like consciousness like being split, and you got to like bring his memory back together, and like Cloud is in a wheelchair and you're in his consciousness, and like that part's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, as far as all that goes, I mean, I'm just super excited for it. John Cloud, your name, John Cloud. Your mission, find Sephiroth. But yeah, it looks really cool, and the combat looks fun. I love the fact that you're in the high wind and you could just kind of parachute into like where you want to go. And the developers made it kind of clear that that is what it is. Like, it's an open world and you're in the high wind and you go whatever continent you want to go. You want to go to Wutai? You want to do like Yuffie's backstory? You go to Wutai? You do that. You know, you want to go... I forget, in Rebirth, do you have Leviathan yet? Like, did the whole Yuffie thing happened already, right? In Rebirth? By the Yuffie thing, I mean, I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you guys, but after you find Yuffie in the original game, she steals all your materia. And you gotta go to Wutai and do like this whole big thing, and then you get Leviathan. I forget, do you have Leviathan already in Rebirth? If not, that's something that's gotta happen too. The whole Wutai thing. So, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to all of that. Very excited for Final Fantasy. Yeah, and then as far as Nintendo goes, man, they have a direct in a couple hours. I'm gonna watch that. I won't be live for it, I don't think. I would rather just watch it and maybe write down some thoughts, and next time I stream we could talk about it. But I don't like doing reaction streams. I feel like they always just seem very forced, like both when I do it and when I watch other people do it. They all make the same remarks, they all make the same noises, they all make the same facial expressions. It just seems really forced. I'm not into the reaction stuff, but I do like to talk about it. So going into it, to talk about it, what I think, I mean, what I've read so far, they weren't leaks, they were just, I guess, rumors and ideas. Like I said, there was one person said that Nintendo's going to add achievements to Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch Online games. So like the old NES, SNES, all the old Nintendo games are going to have all achievements and stuff. That would be wild, because think of all the games in there, but then that would make sense why they didn't put all the games out, right? Because maybe they're working on that. Maybe there is something to that, you know? The other thing I read that was pretty cool was Luigi's Mansion 4. I mean, I mentioned Doom and Final Fantasy are like two of my favorite franchises, right? Those, like, I can't even pick. If you ask me to pick what I like more, Doom or Final Fantasy, every time you ask, I'll give you a different answer, because they're equal to me. At a very close third is Luigi's Mansion. The only reason why Luigi's Mansion isn't higher on the list is because just the way it's designed and everything, there's not that much of it. You know, I played all three. They on both the GameCube, the DS, and then also I played it on the Nintendo Switch Online. You know, just to experience that. Yeah, I mean, it would be one of my favorites if there was more of it, but like, you know, that's kind of like saying, you know, well, I guess people do that with other franchises, right? Like they're just like, oh, my favorite movie is The Godfather or whatever. No, there's 3 of those. My favorite movie is Goodfellas. You know, it's not like there's going to be a Goodfellas movie every year. You know, I don't know. I'm rambling on that topic, but for whatever reason, Luigi's Mansion just doesn't feel like it's my favorite. So I never say it's my favorite, but it's up there. It's definitely my favorite Nintendo. As far as Nintendo goes, like it's like Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin. Obviously, I like Mario, but I like the side-scrolling stuff. So Wonder was amazing. Mario Maker, that was another theory I heard, was that there's gonna be a Mario Maker update for Switch 2. They're gonna add some stuff from Wonder, from I don't know, wherever the freezing flower came from. Add a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, Wonder DLC and a Switch 2 update. I mean, that would be great. I love Mario Maker. I would love to jump back into that. I also heard Smash Brothers getting a Switch 2 update, like an official, because, you know, it's been said multiple times that the last Smash Brothers is supposed to be like the definitive Smash Brothers. So I would hope, with that in mind, they keep carrying it to each new console. You know, maybe get better frame rate, maybe get better, what do you call it? You know, 4K or 144p, 120 hertz or whatever is the maximum the Switch can do. The Switch 2 can do. Custom text for the flowers, and they speak those lines like AI. Everything about that sounds great except AI. Leave AI out of it, dude. I'm so done with AI. I'm so tired. It's like I don't know. It's like the new thing that everybody thinks is great, and they're just trying to find reasons to call it great instead of actually like providing any greatness. Like, oh, you know, AI can do this, it can do that, it'll help you do this, it'll help you do that, it can do this for you, it can do that for you. Then you go to use it, and all it is like, I don't know, pictures of Donald Trump with muscles. I don't need that shit. I don't, like, who cares? Like, a picture of Charlie Kirk in heaven with, like, Gandhi or something. Like, who the hell asked for that shit? Like, I don't want to see that. It's just been dumb stuff. You know, it takes away artwork, you know, like, you know, people are, instead of like hiring somebody like look, I did that, the channel art, a whole channel designed entirely from one artist's like work, right? Virgo, bro, made all of that artwork. He drew like a caricature of me. He made an animation of him talking, and you know, he created like a Cacodemon pet. I want to work that into this channel too, but I gotta make sure it comes out nice. I did like the way the Cacodemon lived in the hat and his eye was peeking out, but I don't know if I want to keep the same exact thing. I think maybe in this one, the hat will just be one thing and the Cacodemon will be separate or something. I don't know. I've just been like brainstorming a little bit. But yeah, man, I really want I would love for a new Luigi's Mansion for sure. I love Pikmin. So if they do Pikmin 1, 2, 3, Switch 2 updates. I like the concept of Switch 2 updates. Just taking the old games and just making them play better. There were some games on the Switch that when you play them, they just weren't, the experience wasn't ideal. But the games were fun, so you just kind of went with it, you know? And I feel like, what do you call it? They did the bare minimum for Animal Crossing. Well, that's another one of the theories I heard was that there's a new Animal Crossing. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I heard that there's a very good chance that Animal Crossing is going to get an official new thing. Yeah, there's going to be an hour of info and a treehouse afterwards. Usually when there's a treehouse, that means there's a completed game ready to sample. My guess is it's going to be Splatoon Raiders for the treehouse. Maybe another couple of games. If they do achievements or challenges or whatever they end up calling it, if they do something like that. Yo, what's up, Drizzle? First time chatter. Wow. Imagine. Yeah, well, I guess you could chime in on that one. Did you hear that was one of the rumors is the Nintendo Direct, they're going to add achievements to Switch 2 and Switch Online games. So like all those achievements, all those like Nintendo Switch Online games are going to get like achievements and stuff. I don't know if it's going to happen either. In my experience, in my observation, I should say, not, anytime Nintendo didn't invent something, they don't care about it. So Nintendo did not invent achievements. Nintendo did not invent trophies for the games. So I don't think they care about it. If it was something they came up with, a concept they came up with, that's why my idea, I had an idea where like every player gets a book and it's like a sticker book. And you just put all your stickers in it. So it's like, if you beat Donkey Kong, you get a Donkey Kong sticker. If you beat Donkey Kong and get like a A+ and beat all the bonus content, you get a Donkey Kong sticker and another Donkey Kong like sparkly sticker, like a hologram sticker. Or you get like if you participate in a tournament for Mario Kart, you get a Mario Kart tournament sticker. If you win, you get a golden sticker, stuff like that. And just kind of make it like that. And like every game has its own page and all the stickers on it. And you don't see what you didn't do. You only see what you did do. So like, you're not going to see like a blank thing that said, ha ha, Lucky never beat this game and got an A rank. Ha ha. It'll just be like, no, he beat this game. And that's it. And then you play it, you get an A rank. Your A rank, your thing will be there in your book, but it won't be there in my book saying I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I don't like that. That's one of my least favorite things about these achievements and trophies and all. I got a real Superman curl going. This thing won't go away. I've swiped it like several times and it keeps going back. Yeah, beat the game with S rank while doing a handstand on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. Exactly, like that kind of stuff. I don't like that. I know Drizzle can read the assignment, do it, and get his achievement. I read the assignment and I get tired and take a nap. I get like it's no. I don't like that kind of stuff. I like beating the game and then getting a little checkbox next to the game that says he beat the game. If I happen to do something cool, like if I beat an enemy in like 10 seconds and it's just like, hey, that's a pretty big accomplishment, pop that up there. Just be like, hey, Chuck beat Dracula in 10 seconds. Cool. Pacifist stuff, genocide stuff. Yeah, all of that. Include all those things. And put it in your little sticker book. But again, if I didn't do it, don't put a little blank in my book saying, look at what he didn't do. I don't like that. I hate that. That's like, it's just not, I don't know. I feel like that's where Nintendo could do better. I think they could take a concept that already exists and make it way better for people like me. You know what I mean? And I got to be honest, man, like there was a time where I was a competitive gamer. Whether I was good or not, irrelevant, but I was competitive. Like I actually tried to do great things. Like I would do Halo tournaments. I was in several Halo LAN parties. I was in several Halo 2 online tournaments. You know, those are my jam. Like I used to do Halo all the time. I played World of Warcraft. I did the raids. I was a guild master. I organized raids, team stuff, you know, getting everybody their gear, getting everybody their achievements. There was a time in my life where I did that. Now, all I want to do is experience the games as best as I can one time. You know, just one time. Like right now I'm playing Earthbound, okay? I just want to get through it. I just want to play through it, and that'll be the end. If there's multiple endings, that just pisses me off. Unless the multiple endings have a save point right at the end. I'll tell you, Resident Evil 9, they did something so good. And this is spoilers for Resident Evil 9. There's multiple endings. You get one if you make a decision, and right at the end it says, would you like to make the other decision? And then if you hit yes, it just takes you right back to there. You know, it rolls credits, it does everything. It says congratulations, you beat the game, etc. You want to go back and see what happens if you do the other thing. You do the other thing, it's a little bit of a different ending. There's a little bit more, the game, there's a couple more cutscenes and fights and stuff. You know, something like that. And then you get that, and then that's it. That was great. I loved that. I was sitting on my couch playing that. I got what I would consider a bad ending because I made the wrong decision. And I was like, oh, damn, that kind of sucks. And then as soon as it was over, it was like, hey, you want to save the game and go back and do that thing? And I was like, yes. Yeah. Any game that tells you, hey, this decision, like this is gonna change the game, right? That's another thing. Resident Evil, once again. Resident Evil, the people that make that game are such bros. When you use an item, like let's say you get a crank, and there's doors that have cranks on it. After you open every door that you can open with a crank, the crank gets a little checkbox next to it. And now you know that you have opened every door with that crank. The map, once you get all the items, it changes from red to blue. This is it, Luigi. Yeah, exactly. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, you can't write things down, you know what I mean? Like, I consider that as like my character taking notes, right? They're just jotting down this information. Silent Hill, the remake, and the old one. The map, he would write stuff on it. When he did stuff, he would be like, you know, a circle on a door, and it'll be like key with a triangle. You know, another one, like a key with a square. You know, and then, you know, you go back and then you open the door and there's like an X on it now, and it says, you know, in here there's a painting with missing a face or something. I don't know. That kind of stuff, I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I don't like having to like do homework and write stuff down on my own, pull out my phone, take pictures of the screen, and then I'm like going through like a bunch of pictures on my phone, like, oh, which one was it? I don't like that kind of stuff. So where was I going with this? Where did this even come from? But yeah, let's see, the Nintendo Direct though. Mega Man, dude, think about this, man. Like, think of all of my favorite games: Doom, Final Fantasy, Mega Man, Castlevania, right? If we get so far, I have a Doom announcement, a Final Fantasy announcement, all coming this year, by the way, or within a year, right? And Castlevania. That's wild. If Mega Man gets announced for the 26-27 year, that's like right there, that's 4 games. And then whatever Nintendo's going to announce today, I mean, we're just piling it on, right? At that point. So, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Oh, man. How is this music? Is this music any good? I hope so. It's like synthwave. Synthwave Doom, Volume 2. I have it really low though, so I don't really hear it. But yeah, guys. So yeah, definitely watch that direct, I guess, if you can. And I'm gonna be watching it. I'll make some notes of things I would want to talk about. Maybe I'll go live afterwards. If the announcements are interesting enough, I'll go live afterwards. If they're just something that's like kind of cool, I'll just come back another time and next stream we'll talk about it. But I'm gonna make some notes, and we'll see.